AITA for wanting to move out while my mom is unemployed. Hi Reddit, English isn't my first language, so sorry for any mistakes. I'm a 24F, and I have two siblings, a 22M and a 7F. My mom has never really had a steady job. She divorced my dad when I was little, and ever since, we've been financially supported by my grandma, who was a nurse and made a decent living. My mom was always very present. She raised us, took care of everything at home, never missed a school meeting, and so on. In 2017, she remarried, and in 2018 she got pregnant. That marriage didn't last, and her husband left when my sister was only 6 months old. It was a rough time, still relying on my grandma's help. My brother and I were still in high school and couldn't really work yet. Then during the pandemic, my grandma passed away, and we had to move to a different city. That was the worst time of my life. We were close to starving. Sometimes we only had one meal a day, and sometimes neighbors gave us food. I eventually got a part-time job as a secretary making $300 a month, which all went to rent. My brother earned around $50 a day, which covered the rest of the bills. This went on for way too long. Eventually, both my brother and I got full-time jobs at the same company, and things got better. But all of our income still goes toward household expenses. We rarely do anything for ourselves. What's really draining me is that every time I bring up the idea of my mom getting a job, she gets really defensive. She says things like, "Do you think I like depending on you?" Or "I know I'm just dead weight." I've offered to pay for therapy multiple times, but she refuses. When I talked to my brother about it, he sided with her. He says she's not mentally well enough to work and that we need to be patient until she decides to seek help. I get that mental health is real, but I don't think it's fair that we're stuck in this situation with no end in sight. We've all been through stuff, but we still have to push forward and build a better life. Recently, my boyfriend asked me to move in with him, and I said yes. When I told my mom, she was really upset and said I knew how bad things were but was still choosing to leave. I told her I'd help with the bills for 3 more months, but after that, I needed to live my life. Now I feel like a monster. Some of my friends think my mom is narcissistic, but I'm not sure that's the case. I don't think she's evil, just stuck. But I feel stuck too. So, AITA for wanting to move out and live my own life.